Well, welcome back. Sweet doggy. This isn't a contentious issue at all, is it? So Mike decides to return after a 5-month hiatus to Instagram, and he finds himself a generation behind. He's pissing and moaning about the Muslims now. I think the Muslim situation had reached its peak right around 9/11. I never heard him say a whole lot. I'm sure he didn't like it. But somehow he was off that for a while, and now he's back on it with a friggin' vengeance. Now listen, this guy has put so much content up in the last couple of weeks or week and a half or whatever it's been. I don't know if I can keep up with all of it, but I'm going to try. We're going to go after this first one. I want to see his welcome back Instagram video here. So let's go over this and we'll see how far we get. And maybe I'll do some commentary. Actually, I will do some commentary on some of his stuff since then, because it is a freaking doozy.
This is a very dangerous and scary time in our country. Islamists, Muslims, are taking over our country. They've infiltrated our government and our political system. On the local level, all the way up to, we got this guy now from Michigan, El Sayed, who's in a race to become a U.S. senator. Very, very dangerous what's happening in our country right now. The Islamic invasion is real. Something like 150 something Muslim candidates ran for office in this recent election cycle, and 89 got elected. It's more than half. There is a growing movement that embraces Islamic fundamentalism and fanaticism in this country, a growing movement.
So let me just state right up, this guy looks like absolute shit. Now, he's a pretty thin guy, thin in the face, but he looks a lot worse now than it seems to me he has recently. He's looking like hell. And I know he's all disheveled and unshaven and fucked up hair, and he's never really cared about stuff like that anyways, which is fine, but I'm just stating, He's looking a little friggin' rough. His face is all drawn and his lips are parsed and thin. And yeah, our boy is not looking too great. But again, I guess now he's just woken up to this situation here, and he is just going full frickin' crazy now. All of a sudden, it's kicked into high gear. Let's continue listening to this crazy rant.
Like I said, it's infiltrating our government. In many places, it is too far gone. It is past the point of no return. Look at Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan. You're not getting that back. That is totally Muslim.
Do you believe this shit? Too far gone, crazy, totally Muslim. I mean, we've got a Muslim state right there. I mean, the whole state. They're not coming back. What a friggin' nutbag. What a nutbag. Hyperbole like crazy. This is what happens, folks. This is going to be a recurring theme. This is what happens when all you do is watch Fox Entertainment with your MAGA fucking clown friends. And that's all you do 24/7. This is what you end up like. And he's just getting wound up. He's just getting started. Let's continue.
You look at what's happening in Minnesota. You look at Mamdani in New York. That is not turning back, even in the next election cycle. Even if you see, all these anti-Mamdani protests, he was elected by a silent, it's not a majority, but they vote. They turn out and they vote. They are far more in their culture, in their society, into having more kids, having more children. They're
How do I state this without sounding like an absolute racist? That's what's going on in his mind right now. I think there's just enough there that he's struggling for the words. How do I state this without sounding like an absolute total racist? I'm not saying on topics like this, the thought hasn't crossed my mind as well. Let's just be clear, but it's just funny because the cognition is out the fucking window with this guy. Let's continue.
Population is growing. Ours is static, if not shrinking. This is the beginning of the end of our way of life if we continue to have this happen. Now, a lot of politicians are speaking out, but words are not enough. There has to be action. There has to be laws on the books preventing this Muslim invasion.
Our way of life is coming to an end. More hyperbole, right? There has to be laws on the books preventing this type of stuff. There again, it's just dripping. It's just dripping with irony. These MAGA clowns just have no concept of how they sound. It's ridiculous. It's almost, if it wasn't actually serious, it'd be completely fucking laughable. Clowns like this, MAGA clowns like Mike, who, by the way, still haven't seen enough illegal, anti-Constitution bullshit from Trump to just finally walk away. This is how much of a diehard fucking clown Mike is. A MAGA freaking Muppet. By the way, this is the true TDS. This is the true Trump derangement syndrome. It's the actual MAGA fucking clowns that couldn't tell you what it would take for them to turn on Trump. There isn't anything he's done or ever would do that would cause them to turn on this freaking clown. That's how bad they are. What the point I want to get at here is they have no fucking concept of what they're even saying. There's got to be laws on the books. These asshats wrap themselves in the American flag and the rule of law and the Constitution. Well, until shit's happening that they don't like, and all of a sudden, free speech, fuck free speech, you're saying something I don't like. All of a sudden, Constitution, you wrap yourself in that bullshit all day long. What you believe is so anti-Constitution, there's got to be laws on the books? Fuck me, buddy. The last thing you need is even more laws. And these guys aren't breaking. These people are not breaking any laws. So you want to put new laws on the book because you don't like what they're saying and what they're doing. These guys couldn't give two fucks about the Constitution or the rule of law. Not two fucks. And they seem to be so fucking self-unaware, they don't see it for exactly what it is. Let's continue.
Of our country, of our society, of our culture, everything is being taken over. And we are apathetic to it. We're doing nothing. We're allowing this to happen. In many places, they're praising it. We got a guy here, this El Sayed, his buddy is this guy Hassan Piker, who said America deserves 9/11. And we're just sitting back here and allowing this. We're allowing this.
Okay, now I know, here again, I'm kind of repeating myself here. I know Mike does nothing but watch Fox Entertainment, so he would have absolutely no clue that Abdul El Sayed has publicly, in the last week, disavowed that statement that asshat Hassan Piker, who is a friend of his, from what I understand, he's disavowed that statement from Hassan Piker. No qualifiers. He disavowed it live. I saw it. Of course, MAGA morons never will, because when your entire life revolves around Fox fucking Entertainment, how would you see the reality of what's going on out there? It's out there, you're just not looking. He's completely disavowed Hassan Piker. Now, listen, these guys are politicians, all of them. I don't give a shit what their religion or lack thereof is. They're fucking politicians, and their middle name is Lie, and the second middle name is Lie some more. So I have no faith in any of these fucking people. Don't get me wrong. He should have never been within 1,000 yards of fucking Hassan Piker. But what is Hassan Piker? What did he bring to the table for Abdul El Sayed? Well, he brought the viewers. He brought his support, which I am sure helped him become the Democratic nominee. Right? And there's no doubt about that. So the problem is he's willing to get maybe a little too dirty, buddying with Hassan Piker until he gets what he needs out of him. Now, he still needs more out of him, but at least he had the friggin' balls to stand up and disavow completely what Hassan Piker said. No uncertain terms. Go look for it. No qualifiers. Not any of this bullshit that you would, by the way, hear for all these ball-licking lapdogs who are actually in the Senate, Republicans, licking Trump's ballsack, lying so obviously. Just give that a pass because they've got Republican by their name, so they can do no wrong, right? Just this guy is totally fucking lost. But make no mistake about it, nobody should be supporting Hassan Piker. And I think it's unfortunately a necessary evil because you're dealing with fucking morons that cast the vote. More on that later, but people that cast votes, the populace, are fucking fickle and fucking stupid. And unfortunately, this includes Mike, which is why he's hot with freaking Trump, off with Trump, hot with Trump, on with Trump. For the last decade, he's been on and off freaking Trump's knob so many times. I think he's on the way currently, from what I hear in more recent videos, of being partially off his knob, I think, because it's just gone crazy now. The states have to rise up. And by the way, I think most of the folks on the right here that you see and in subsequent videos, they're all from fucking Florida or some shithole place like that, because they all look and talk and think exactly the stupid shit I see when I've been in Florida many, many, many times. Although I realize that is repeated mostly down in the South, just about freaking everywhere. Just ignorance to the fucking bone.
Our country is doomed if we don't speak up and fight back against this and vote. I don't even know if voting is effective anymore.